And welcome back to Score Game. Are you guys ready to kill some people? Because I'm not. Who is this guy talking to, Fate? Maybe he's one of the upper management guys. Doesn't look like a Reaper. I don't want to kill anyone. 4 humans have to die. 4 out of 5. Nice. Severed droughts worldwide seen as existential threat to once booming agriculture. Important. Grim, I must inform you of a severe event. The atmosphere seems to have cracked open, figuratively. We will see where this takes us. A cobbler. Leon can't even count the amount of shoes they've made. They dream of making shoes that gives an understanding of how it feels to be in other people's shoes. Wait, what? Because actually wearing other people's shoes doesn't really give any particular insight. In 19, a shepherd. Ron went on a backpacking trip around the world to discover themselves. After a year of being broke, homeless, and unhappy, they found themselves back at home where they decided to take up some nice and quiet sheep herding. I don't know, Ron. 4 people have to die. 31 branch manager. Jamil began their career as a customer support agent in a well-known corporation's overseas branch. They climbed up the corporate ladder and now are looking to keep the branch running through economic difficulties. They are currently visiting in Cosmopolis trying to negotiate additional funding. Music teacher 52. Vivian works with children with learning disabilities and helps them learn musical instruments. They also sing in a choir. At home, Vivian takes care of their 4 wonderful cats. Oh my god, I wanted to kill him because he's old. Or she's old. But she has 4 cats. I'm gonna have to think about it. 56. Cow-calf operator. Well, I'm not even gonna read this guy. I'm just gonna... Okay, let's read him. A generational farmer, Ejiri has taken care of their family's ranch since their adulthood. The ranch itself has seen better days, with the most of the lives lost to severe droughts and the machinery completely dilapidated. Ejiri is trying desperately to restore the ranch to working order with their small family. Well, rip, dude. I have to kill 4 people. You're old. You have been chosen. Okay. So the cobbler. I mean, his dream is not possible. And he's pretty old. Okay, Jamil began to career as customer support. I guess you're gonna die. Shepherd 19, young shepherd. Sheep herding versus... I guess I'm gonna kill this guy even if I love cats, because he's old. And that's that. Time to talk to Fate again.
Ah, the beginning. It has the sweet taste of deliverance. Every blade of grass, every ray of light. It is a captivating day, is it not, Grim?
Not really, something bad is going on in the world. I guess so. I don't really care either way.
Indeed. Alas, transformations often require sacrifices. Do you agree? My high spirits leave me at a loss for words.
What about my daily reviews? Well, I'm not pleased with all this. What am I supposed to do now? Great.
What you always do, Grim. It is your job to take care of the world. I trust you to make the correct choices. I, myself, must concentrate. The muses have struck me. They beckon. Work to be done while there is still time.
Okay, let's actually visit the shop. I haven't visited the shop in a while.
If I ever return to the seas, I'd have ye on me crew anytime.
Okay, I haven't visited you guy in like weeks, and that's all you have to say to yourself. Okay, what should we buy here? A perfectly regular sized toy. Garble made out of rubber. I'm gonna buy it. I'm rich.
Blimey, how did this wee monster even get here? 'Tis not really all that valuable plunder. Found the tiny fellow on the riverbanks of Styx itself. A lifeless, adorable thing. Can't imagine it being useful for anything. But sure makes delightful squeaks when ye stroke it.
Okay. The calavera. Only a noble craftsman can craft an authentic of this caliber. I'm gonna
Dear
buy
me,
it.
'tis a tragic. Ye ever hear of the Dia de Mortos? A wild night, certainly. There we was, celebrating. Several days later, woke up buried under a mountain of empty bottles. This mess stuck to me face. Never knew where it came from, but I will happily let the memory of me fellow buccaneer and me headache be carried by another.
Wait. Ethereal resonator. This resonator collates accelerated electromagnetic waves of various frequencies generated by the artificial vibration of eternal. Okay, so it's a radio.
Shiver me timbers, 'tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob. Some might even call it music.
Okay, we don't get any other items. Okay, I guess time to sleep. Okay, what if I visit him before I go to work?
How many times have we met? I lost all count.
Like 5 times. Okay, there's a calendar here. Annals of Transience. Annals of Transience help keep track of any passing temporalities. Counts they amount from 1 to 28. Those are all the days, all of them.
Blimey, we scoured nigh every inch for this calendar. Alas, mayhaps we raided too many merchantmen for it. 'Cause turns out, it weren't even on a ship. Still worth it for the annals work on any. Filled to the brim with arcane squiggles and short omens between the numbers. And in the footnote, also includes the major holidays of 100 different civilizations, and all the name days. I finally procured it from an old man on the steps of Acropolis.
Okay. Tenebrous curiosity. Oh. It spins and whirs, it clicks and clacks, very soothing and helpful in times of stress, fortuitous to others. A fidget spinner.
Well, blow me down, lad. 'Tis the arcane fibbledy scoop of some wizard
Fibbledy
whose name I
scoop.
ne'er got. All clicks and crackles and bibbles and found its scale in a tower. Used as a rat trap. The wee buggers couldn't get enough of it. Playing so hard they forgot about frivolous things. Like food or sleep. 'Tis a remedy for restless fingers and idle hands.
And finally, ears of the beast clothing. A pair of cat ears would look really nice on me and inspire all the felines of the world. Please don't talk or even think about the film adaptation of the musical. What?
Ye know why I was the scourge of the seas? 'Cause ain't nothing out there that frightens me. Once we looted an ancient tomb for gods and kings long forgotten. And you know what, matey? Found there the most particular set of ears. Wearing 'em gives ye supernatural hearing. Happened to overhear a mutineer plot that very night. So I threw 'em all right over, plotting with the fishes now they are.
Okay. And then I'm gonna... Oh, I can talk to you again.
What, pray tell, happened to the world?
I did. I'm a failure. The humans deserve what's coming for them. I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the calm. Do you know the story of the wyvern and the prince consort?
No. Spare me your rambling or voice in my head. No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted prince consort was once kidnapped by a wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Am I the prince? Am I the wyvern? Am I the queen? Am I the prince?
Yes.
You wouldn't have answered yes to any of them.
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few. As long as we're thankful of our time together. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Okay. I guess we are reaching the end of the game. Time to kill some humans. We have a lot of items now. Oh, I can actually put my phone here and it just flies. I mean, the fidget spinner is too big and ugly. Oh, I can actually click it. Oh, it actually changes the music. Oh, and the calendar, I think it shows how many days I have left in the game. So only 4 days left, and I guess we finished the game. Okay, so the items are not completely useless as I thought. Okay, let's see. Oh dear, the oceans are boiling. This is certainly going to affect international trade. 6 humans have to die. And we have 7, so only 1 gets to live. 72 retired. One is a person of simple pleasures. They are living out their retirement in the rural areas of Cosmopolis city, waiting for not much else than the sun to rise the next day. They enjoy reading science fiction books and crafting lucky charms. Okay. Taxi driver 44. Augustus dreams of becoming a millionaire but is also content with being a taxi driver. The cab is decorated from hood to trunk, featuring several disco balls, volume wallpaper and subwoofers playing techno rave. Well, I have to kill 6 people and I hate taxi drivers, so there you go. Easy choice. Astronaut. Inspired by playing Space Intruder a lot as a kid, Amao decided to join the air defense unit as an astronaut. A dangerous asteroid has been located for the first time after their training, and they must now land on its surface and blow it up. Oh my god, I think this is the guy that has to live. Like, wow. 45 Hunter. For decades, Gahan has made a living by hunting wild game. Recently, they become fascinated with certain conspiracy videos on YouTube and convinced that there is a monster living in a nearby swamp. You're killing animals, I don't like you. And the astronaut kind of has to live, so Gangster. A life of crime has been Henny's life since they were born. Part of a gangster family, they have taken flight with much of their supposedly shared wealth and are looking to spend the rest of their days in an apocalypse bunker. Henny is being actively hunted by the rest of their family in a vendetta. What the actual hell? I wonder if you're gonna see in the news the next day what happened to this guy. See how he dies. Waiter. Vasily has been serving tables since they enrolled in college. Paid the tuition fees. They constantly dream of a better world, longing for their childhood's simpler times. They plan on taking a gap year after finishing college to see the world as troubled as it is. Well, sorry guy, but you're not gonna see the world. Because I have to follow the rules. As the world's oceans grow more hostile, Ildo has undertaken a top-secret solo mission to nuke what it remains of the polar ice caps in a wild attempt to cool down the planet. You're crazy. Just die. I mean, the guy who saves the planet obviously has to live. Right? Okay. Time to talk to Fate.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts. Should my prose be more experimental, or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
What are you on about? Haven't you seen what's happening in the world? Experimental for sure. I prefer conventional narratives. Words cannot express how little I care. This one.
No, not really. Fine. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are... Everything is on fire, while ice invades from the polar zones. How did that even happen? Endless mountains of trash, undrinkable water, unbreathable air, toxic pollution. The ultimate ecological masterpiece. And in the center of it, Kathleen Holmes. I never knew a human could be this destructive. What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well.
Yeah, because you're not doing your job and you're just writing a stupid book. I can't seem to make a difference. What's going on? The world just keeps getting worse. I thought your rules were supposed to stop this.
Are you sure you followed them properly? To the letter?
Yes.
What is done is done. These are the consequences. Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
But who decides when I die? I'm the Grim Reaper. Oh. Are you gonna sell anything else? Skeleton boy? Yes, no. Then let's go to sleep. And maybe now he sells something.
Ever wonder if there's
Yep.
a way to do things differently?
Okay, what's this? Lithium Obliviator. The Lithium Obliviator is used to remove previous mistakes, meaning it erases whichever mark you made on a prop. Oh, so this item actually does something useful. One use only. Okay. I don't think I'm ever gonna use it, but I have the money.
In the high seas when we found a shipwreck full of these off the coast of the wild wakes. It has power to erase even the most dreadful of mistakes. Used it to erase one of my risky love letters. And you know what? Never heard from the love interest again. Amazing little thing.
Okay, what else? Lamp. Infernal Illuminator. The Infernal Illuminator reveals that is most deeply hidden. Wait, what? Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again, as it can't show much anything. What? Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again. I really don't understand this sentence. Once you've already made the choices and are passing through again. What? Else it can't show much anything, because that's how things work, okay?
The base, the marble plate of you. The arms melted from the cannons of a galleon. A socket, a shell of a ferocious sea. The shade made from the skull of the beast. The coil bent from the thorns of a rose bush in Guyana. I, me drinking buddy, a master electrosmith, built this. He also loved to spark me drink and laugh gleefully when me whole jaw sizzled. Pranked him right back by knocking his teeth out.
You're full of shit, skeleton. This is a piece of clothing, grim cape. This dark cape is a classic attire for any grim deeds. It's pleasantly warm while offering protection against wind and rain, which you won't actually need, as you'll always be stuck at the office.
My, 'tis a true classic. See, me and me crew were sailing round the side polar terminus, blinding storms, icy blizzards. Them's dog eat dog, they say. Or pirates eat pirate. Got lucky to find a whole field of tundra cotton when we did. Made much too warm nowadays, though, so you're more than welcome to it.
This skeleton is so full of shit. Okay, let's actually change some clothes. Okay. What's this? Witch? God. Yep, God. Flower power, golden, pretty, Jagger skull. What? Kawaii. Kawaii god. Go get him. I am the knight. Okay, we're gonna go with Kawaii god. Sounds about right. And this is going to be the end for this video. I know it's a short video, but in the next video I think we're gonna finish the game. So I'm gonna end it here. And if you want to support my channel, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.